Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Holy Mountain Brewing Company out of Seattle, Washington. This beer is called Vesper. See there? It's a table beer. It says table beer conditioned with Brettanomyces, brewed with Pilsner malt, flake rye, and wheat. Lightly hopped with Styrian, Golding, and Cascade, fermented in stainless tanks. It's one of our favorite strains of Belgian yeast, re-fermented in the bottle with Brettanomyces. And it is 3.8 ABV, so it's definitely a true table beer. It's pretty small, so. And I like the fact that it's in green bottles. I'm hoping that adds a little bit of complexity to it too, but we'll see. That sounded lively. Wow. It's on there pretty good. Sometimes I pour from in these glasses. I don't really know what size they are. I can't tell until I gotta look to see what I poured. Okay. So as you can see, it pours a really nice cloudy, I would say darker straw color with a slightly less than one finger's worth of white head. Oh, that smells nice. There's definitely a strong Brett component in there. I do get a good bit of like minerality in it, and there's definitely also some skunk character going on, which from those green bottles, I'm assuming, which is definitely adding to the complexity of this. But it smells really nice and really funky. Wow. Not what I was expecting. I guess this is a good example of why you think, maybe why sometimes I think I can smell something and know that it's going to be a certain level of tart, and that's completely false. It's just you liken certain beers that have certain smells, if they are tart, to something else, but usually those smells are from Brett or something else, and not from something like, not from lactobacillus or something like that. Because this is not tart at all. I mean, it has a very, very slight tang to it. But other than that, it's actually pretty dry, which is really nice. Yeah, you can tell like the Brett definitely ate away at this, like till there was no sugars left at all, which is great. It definitely has like a barnyardy Brett beef funk to it at the beginning. Then it kind of fades into a nice like traditional Belgian saison quality, and then in the background you have that that slight skunk character too. Honestly, it's like, this is what I always pictured. Like, before, I had Saison DuPont forever ago, but it was before I even really knew what saisons were. And then I hadn't had it for a while, and like, I knew it wasn't sour, but I also thought it was at least like kind of bready. But it's Saison DuPont's really not. This is more like what I was expecting it to be. So this is definitely not mixed culture sour saison, but it is funky for sure. There's a lot of Brett components in it, and but it also stays true to being like super dry and quenchable too. I mean, it is crazy flavorful for being only 3.8%. But it's like it's really interesting how the body of this because like the body has heft enough where it doesn't feel watery at all. It's carbonated perfectly. It feels like a full legitimate beer, but at the same time, it's also really light and easy to drink. But it's really flavorful for the ABV that it is. Obviously, usually wild beers are the best beers that you can have that are still going to be really flavorful even at low ABV. This is a good example of one, but I don't remember how much this cost. Someone sent it to me in like a bulk thing, but I think it was on the lower end just because it's such a small beer. Pretty simple. It's just a Brett strain. But even when something's really simple, when it's done by a really, really talented brewery, it's still a really good product, and that's exactly what this is. I would absolutely buy this again. And as a matter of fact, like after I had set up it wasn't really a trade, it was just kind of a for cost thing. But after I had set it up with the person, I saw that Salute and Charlotte actually got like a very small amount of this and the Ox from Holy Mountain. So I didn't buy any there because I knew I had one coming. I wanted to try it first. But now that I tried it, if they still have some in Salute, which I highly doubt they do because it was probably 2 weeks ago, they might if it was priced kind of high, but I don't know. But if they still have more, I'm gonna buy some. And this is really, really good. This is what I would prefer to see canned versus like a 9.5% double IPA, because this is just something you could crush all day. But yeah, so this is absolutely a buy for me. I've never had a Holy Mountain beer that was less than great. So actually, that's a lie. There's one. I'm not going to say what it is because I honestly don't even remember the name of it. But I also think when I had it, it was at a place that I wouldn't necessarily trust their tap line. So I'm not going to bash that beer. But outside of that, every beer I've had from them was absolutely great. So definitely look out for their stuff. It's all really good. I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.